On the other side of the country, a GOP leader was among 4 people wounded when a gunman opened fire on a congressional baseball practice in Alexandria, Virginia.
CBS correspondent Mola Lenghi tells us the shooter was apparently targeting Republicans specifically. Mola?
Well, yeah, and if not for the actions of 2 Capitol Police, lawmakers say that this morning's shooting could have been much, much worse. Gunfire rang out at a congressional baseball practice in Alexandria, Virginia this morning. 4 people were hit, including House Majority Whip Steve Scalise of Louisiana, who was shot in the hip.
He dragged himself after he was shot from near second base about 10 or 15 yards into the field.
Lawmakers practicing for the annual bipartisan charity game ran for cover.
You hear run, he's got a gun. You don't think about it, you run.
Congressional police returned fire, killing the shooter, identified as 66-year-old James Hodgkinson of Illinois. A congressman says the gunman approached him in the parking lot and asked which political party was practicing.
I responded that it was a Republican team practicing, and he proceeded to shoot Republicans. You take that for what it's worth.
Investigators are still looking into the gunman's motives, but he posted anti-Trump sentiments on his social media and had volunteered for Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign.
I am sickened by this despicable act.
Democrats were practicing on a nearby field and stopped to pray when they heard what happened. President Trump called for unity.
We are strongest when we are unified.
An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
Lawmakers say the game will go on tomorrow as planned.
We're not going to let incidents like this change our way of life or our daily routines.
Security measures are stepped up around the Capitol in response to the shooting. Authorities say the sheriff's department was called to the shooter's home in Illinois earlier this year for firing a rifle near one of his neighbor's homes, but no charges were ever filed. Ken?
Yeah, Mola, you mentioned increased security at the Capitol building. Look around. What sort of added measures are you seeing from your vantage point there?
Just a heavier Capitol Police presence. There's a huge campus between the Capitol itself, the perimeter offices where the senators and the congressmen, where their offices are. You'll notice an increased police presence at these buildings, out on the street, more police cruisers, just a higher level of security to make the lawmakers here, feel certainly a lot more secure in these shaky moments that they've had.
Understandable. Mola Lenghi reporting live from Capitol Hill for us. Thank you, Mola.